What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, CenterStrain01, and welcome to a brand new Star Citizen video. That is right. So recently, CitizenCon was it just happened just yesterday, and now if you are a subscriber, you have access to the PTU, which is the public test universe for Alpha 3.3, and we have a new ship. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that ship. Currently, I am on the planet of Daymar. One of the biggest things about the new patch is the object container streaming, meaning that you're going to get a lot more frames. And it's true, we're getting a lot more frames. I've had up to 60 to 70 frames so far. But again, this is the part of the PTU, which means that they're still testing a lot of things that's not out to the public yet. Therefore, there are still a lot of bugs to be worked out and whatnot. But still, I wanted to show off the brand new ship, which is the Constellation Phoenix. Now, the Phoenix is a luxury class ship. Some of you might know the Constellation Andromeda or the Constellation Aquarius, I think it's called, or Taurus. So this is the luxury version of the Constellation ship. Now, from the outside, as you can see, not too much has changed. A little bit. You can see that there are now windows here, and you'll understand why those windows are there in just a second. And you can get a scale. This is our character. This is the default outfit that we actually get with our character. So let's take a look at it. And again, gameplay is so much smoother than it's ever been before, thanks to Object Container Streamer. So glad to hear about that. But you can see it's got a little bit of a darker scheme. It doesn't have that original scheme that it had, the white, I believe it was. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just one of the little stations here on Daymar. Taking a look at it. Just giving you kind of a little review of it, and we'll also test out some of the flight mechanics as well. It's a huge ship, and I gotta say I really like it. There we go. You can get a better sense of scale on it. It's a massive ship. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and look inside. That's what you come here to see. Now, there's two ways that you can enter. You can enter via here, which is the cargo bay. So if you wanted to store, say, now, yes, those are glitches right there. Obviously, you can see through the ship. Something they'll probably work out. You can store one of your vehicles that you have here, and you can also enter via there. We're going to go through the cargo area first. And as you can see, now it's all come back in. So I'm not sure if this will work or not, but we'll find out if this actually takes us up. Yeah, so I haven't been able to get this to work yet, where it'll go down, right, if you're up there, but I can't get it to work to go up. So it's a little unfortunate, but not a big deal. I just need to find where... There it is. Probably good to have your light on so you can see a little bit better. So we're going to use the other method to get in, which will be on this side. I like these little things right here. I don't know what they are. They look like little mushrooms. All right. So the elevator works just fine. Now this is in 4K. So hopefully you guys enjoy the quality. Alright, so you guys are used to this part of the ship in every single constellation. It looks pretty much the same. Nothing too much has changed. Two turrets, do not get in them. They're not really working correctly right now. But this is what's going to be different. So here it's pretty much the same as before. But once you head into here, this is your crew area. This is where the game changes. So this is meant to be a transportation ship. If you like to be a space taxi, space Uber, whatever you want to call it. So on both sides, we have rooms for guests, I guess, that paid enough money for it. And as you can see, they don't always work. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, from what I've seen so far. But 2 different guest rooms. Yeah, it doesn't look like the closing mechanic is working right now. There it goes. There we go. And here it is. Brand new Constellation Phoenix. And I love this view that you're going to get, especially when you're out in space. So you can come here, you can sit down. Maybe you could even get a ride on other people's ships from one location to another. You can relax and rest in peace in the lap of luxury as the stars go by. You know, for those hard board meetings, you never know when you got to do a little work while you're on vacation, heading to one area or another. You've got the bar area here. Very shiny stuff. Unfortunately, none of it is obviously, you know, you can't shoot any of it yet. The reason that the weapons sound like that should make sense to you guys, considering that you are in an atmosphere that you can't breathe, so obviously sound is going to be muffled. It's going to be a little different. We got a fish bowl, fish tank. This is that one that's not working. As you can see, it'll work if you're doing it from here, but it won't work if you're doing it from down there. And I love the texture of the ground in this is actually really good. So if you go in here, there's going to be a hot tub that'll come out, but right now it's, I guess, not available, or... Carry, stow, magnet fields. That's interesting. Oh, I think that's just for my weapon. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Now, I can't actually aim... Yeah, it won't let me aim lower. Once I do this and hold it in, it'll just go away. See, now I'm just carrying it. There we go. Now you can equip it, you can place, you can stow. I'll put it back in. That's actually pretty cool. But yeah, so there's going to be a hot tub here. It's just not in just yet. This, I believe, is the captain's quarters. It's a nice king-size bed there, or maybe it's a queen. I can't tell. Or if, you know, certain someone wants a free lift, this is where the magic's going to happen. Not for me, though. I would never do that. Never. But yeah, for some reason there's some bugs on the door. There we go. Oh, had it. There we go. And then if we go back here, we've got more storage areas there. And this is the back of the ship, which you guys should be mostly familiar with. You've got your small fighter ship. But of course you can't do anything really with that still. And generators, gravity generators and all that. But that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, it's not a very big ship. It is, well, it is, if you think about it. I mean, it's a pretty good sized ship. But this is obviously if you want to go and start doing passenger missions or taking players from one location to another. So let's go ahead and get in the cockpit and take her for a spin. Oh, looks like we got a little bit of a bug there. That's all right. So let's turn her on.
Engines are on.
And it's time for liftoff. Very, very cool stuff. Oh, when they finally finish this in about 20 years, it is, I mean, it's going to blow everybody away. I mean, just look at the detail on the ship. It's astounding. And we can get a better angle here, so it's almost like you're flying the ship. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get out. Gotta make sure that your angle is good enough to leave. You can press B, which will show you areas of where you can go. They've made traveling a little bit easier in the game. You no longer have to go into your star map. All you gotta do is bring up your the area, or hit the B button, and it will show you every place that you'll be able to eventually go to. Let's take our landing gear down, or else we're not going to be able to move very far quickly.
Landing gear raised.
Currently I am at 52 frames right now, which for this game everybody knows is so good. It's beautiful. Finally gaining a little bit of speed here as we're starting to exit the atmosphere, the tiny atmosphere. It's a little different. I never noticed actually you going through the atmosphere and you getting that effect in for some reason. Maybe they took that out. But now you can see that we're actually making our way out of the planet, and they must have taken the atmosphere out of this. Very beautiful though. I mean, you can look at the lighting here. Look, on one side it's dark because the sun is on the other. Look at that. All right. So we're gonna have to gain a lot of altitude here to make sure that we can get out of here. Now you'll know that you're breaking the planet's atmosphere once you see the current altitude, the max safe speed. Once all that disappears, then you'll know that you are out of the specific atmosphere. And of course you guys already know that if you hold F, you can zoom in, you can set destinations, the radar scale, Daymar, come back out, can move it around, Crusader, Port Alisar, it's so cool. And now you can see all the art core, Hurston, although you can't go to any of that stuff yet, obviously. You'd want to, but you ain't gonna be able to. At least I don't think. It'd be really cool if you could, but this is a ship that's a little bit tougher to maneuver. You can't move as fast as you would want to, like say some of the more smaller fighter ships. I mean, look at that. That is beautiful, right? Woo! This game is just absolutely amazing. All right, so let's say we're going to go ahead and bring up our star map, pick a location that we can actually go to. Head back to Port Alisar, I think. Although I don't... There it is. All right, well, I'm not sure. Let's see, set route. So I guess that's all we need to do in order to set the route. You know, something I've noticed is it's not working right now. Hitting B doesn't really do anything. See how it doesn't change? So it could be a glitch that we're having a little problem with. Obviously, there's going to be so many glitches. Everybody knows with every patch, they still have so much more to do. But for right now, it doesn't look like we can go anywhere. Yeah, whoa, that scared the crap out of me. Yeah, so let me see if I actually just get out of my ship first, and let me see if I go back in, if that will work. I would like just to do a normal travel. There we go. So it looks like that might have been all it took. All right, then you hold it in.
Quantum drive is now on.
You're going to quantum drive, and then you can take a look outside your ship. Didn't take us very far because it was only going right there.
Quantum drive is now off.
All right, so now we got our area of where we're actually going, which is going to be over here, Port Alisair. It's got to calibrate, and that can take a while. I think the real challenge is going to be see how many frames we get when we go to one of the other ports. All the truly fun stuff isn't going to be in this patch, unfortunately. Not until 3.3.5, I guess. All right, let's look here. We've got our comlink, equipment, skyline, journal, vehicle, contracts manager. Beacons. So you got your missions that you can still do and all that great stuff. Now we gotta wait for the spool.
Quantum
Spool
drive
complete.
is now on.
And now we're good to go. Can take a little bit of time to get used to. Spooling complete.
Quantum
Now we're gonna
drive
land.
is now off.
Once we get close enough, we're going to need to comms to be able to land. So we're going to have to go to our switch to our comms, and then we should be able to hopefully land. All right, so I say we're close enough. So let's go bring up our star map. Comlink. Contacts, Port Alisair landing service. So I'm guessing it just means one of these. Come in nice and slow. Or maybe it's not one of those. It should pop up and tell you where it wants you to land. Yeah, so you have to have permission in order to land, or else you'll get fined, you get a bounty on you, and you don't want that.
Collision alert. Front. Landing gear deployed.
Alright, so none of those. They're all red. I think it really is the ones that have that icon, but they all say red. There we go. Now a green came up, so perfect.
Automated.
We can take a look at it. So it still takes a little bit of time to get used to. Again, I haven't played it in such a long time. But we have pretty much almost every ship available at our discretion right now. So I'm going to be putting out a few videos showcasing some different ships. Some new ships, ones that you may have not actually have seen yet. That's so cool. Alright, so we take a look at one more time. RSI Constellation Phoenix. Now we're going to head inside and I'll show you all of the options of ships that the PTU provides access. All I have is I only have one, and that's the Drake. Oh my god, I can't even remember the name of it. It's been too long since I've played. Still getting really, really good frames, so they're all in alphabetical order. I have got the Drake Cutlass Black. That's the one that I actually own. But you can see just every ship on here that it actually... Ooh, the Hammerhead. We're going to have to try that out too. Look at all these ships. The Hurricane, Terrapin, the new Mustangs. We're going to have to try those out as well. Origin 600i. That's going to be another video, guys. It's going to be awesome. And the Constellation Andromeda, Kelia, Phoenix, and your Cyclones. Alright, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching the video. I've been your host, CenterStrain01, and it has been my pleasure to make this video for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed something. Obviously, still a lot of bugs, but we were able to get from one point to another, which is always a good thing in Star Citizen. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Peace out.